everyone, it's Trina. Listen, the video that I did earlier about panic and anxiety, I'm gonna do that over because the music was like way too loud, and honestly I was literally coming down off of a real panic attack. Like I almost went into like a full blown panic attack, and it's real, and it is not all in your mind. However, I will say that you can manage it. You can manage it. It's mind over matter. And let me tell you, you'll start feeling like your hands and stuff will start getting sweaty. Your heart will start beating really fast. You start having these heart palpitations. It is no joke. It's scary. It will send you. You'll feel like you're dying. It's like like suddenly you just get this period of like intense fear. You'll get shaky. You start getting short of breath. You sometimes even your fingers they'll get numb. You think something bad is going to happen, but you know nothing bad is going to happen because you're in a safe place. The maximum degree of symptoms typically occur like within minutes, but they can last like up to 30 minutes. Once that panic attack starts, you can talk yourself down. You can picture a stop sign in your head. I had to tell myself, stop. I have things to do. I do not have time for this right now. I'm not in danger. You have to talk to yourself. You have to talk yourself down. Panic attacks, they occur for many different reasons. Some disorders like social anxiety, post-traumatic stress, drug use disorder. It could be maybe some medical problems, and they can be triggered unexpectedly. Caffeine, but before a diagnosis can be determined, you need to really get checked out, because that produces conditions that can produce similar symptoms like hyperthyroidism. I remember when I first started having panic attacks, and they wanted to do all the blood work. One of the things they want to test my thyroid. I didn't understand it at the time, but I understand it now. Treatment of panic attacks should be directed at the underlying cause. And those with like frequent attacks, you might want to consider counseling and medication. I had to do counseling. I went to a program. I think it was called it was an outpatient program, and that's where I learned how to do the breathing exercises. What I learned is that you can't start doing the breathing exercises when the panic attack starts. You have to do your breathing exercises every day so that it becomes like second nature. In the previous video, I had demonstrated it somewhat, but you just want to breathe in your nose, a deep breath in your nose, and blow it out slow through your mouth. You see how my shoulders are all tensed up? Relax. What are you all tensed up about? Driving, just clutching the steering wheel like that. I had to learn to be conscious of that and just kind of relax my shoulders. But you practice that often before the panic attack starts, because once that panic attack starts and you start trying to do some breathing exercises, you're going to end up hyperventilating, and that's uncool. Sometimes, and I can speak for myself, the panic will start with me thinking like, what if, you know, what if I don't do well when I start back to work next week? And this is for real. Like, I start back to work next week. I've been off due to the coronavirus. I've been off for 3 months. So now I'm going back to work, so I have that on my mind. What if I'm not able to catch up on my bills? You know, what if something gets cut off? What if, you know, as my daughter is traveling to another state, she called and she was upset and she doesn't like to fly at the airport. You know, what if she, you know, has a panic attack? You know, you can just really get caught up in, you'll end up having a panic attack thinking about the panic attack that you might have. Stop. If you are suffering from panic and anxiety, it is manageable and you can overcome it. I overcame it before, but due to life changes and daily hassles and pressures and challenges of just life period, I'm starting to see them come back, and they're coming back more frequently. At one time, I did medication therapy and counseling, group therapy, and it worked. So out how I can once again start to manage it. Another thing is stay away from stress, caffeine, anything that has caffeine in it. Stay away from smoke, anything that's going to cause you to have to determine, wow, could it have been the caffeine that I drank? You don't want it to even be a question like, dude, is this anxiety? You know, am I having a panic attack? Or did I consume too much of something and now my heart is just beating really fast? Try to avoid the temptation to take on too much stress. Now, stress versus a challenge, that's two different things. Challenges are good, but stress is a killer. And you definitely don't want to be stressing about anything. If you're stressing about something, you assess the situation, and it might be something that you have to cut out. People may not understand, but hey, it's your life, and you have to do what is best for you in your situation. Managing and overcoming panic, agoraphobia, and anxiety, you can do it. You can also make sure that you're prayed up. If you're a person that prays, pray. I pray in the car. I pray when I feel, before I get on the freeway. If I get on the freeway and I start feeling it coming on, I might turn on some music, or I may just not have any music on at all. Because when you're having that panic attack, especially if you're driving or you're somewhere where you feel like you can't escape, that makes it worse. The worst thing you can do for a panic attack is avoidance. You don't want to avoid your normal daily activities that you have to do because you think you might have a panic attack. So this is what I was talking about in the previous video when I had the music so loud. I didn't realize it was so loud, but I have gotten feedback, and I do apologize sincerely for that. And I thank you all for being so candid and letting me know that you really were trying to listen and the music was just way too loud. But that song is called What If by Babyface, and he's talking about, like, you know, what if we were supposed to be together? What if that's supposed to be my house? What if that's the car I'm supposed to be riding in? What if, like, what if? Stay away from the what ifs. Don't put yourself too far into the future. Live for the moment. Live for right now. Live for today. Plan for tomorrow, but don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. The Bible says don't worry about anything, but pray about everything. So that is the message that I want to send out to you today about how to manage panic and anxiety and overcome agoraphobia. And I didn't talk too much about agoraphobia, but that's the fear of leaving the house. I have a family member that deals with that, and it's really it's heartbreaking. So we're gonna try to give them some help. Okay, thank you for listening, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Talk to you later.